Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode on YouTube from Shaboom. This one is a little bit different. Typically we do breaks or brick breaks, graded cards being returned and doing a live opening. Today instead, going to do something a little different. So one thing I've decided to do on my own is build my first set. And the set I chose after perusing and spending way too much money at my local card shop. The cards I seem to gravitate towards were the 1961 Topps. Unique set, as you can see here. It's one of the first years where Topps went with a full photography front. A little bit different than some of the other years, especially the 50s, where there was a lot of art, a lot of yellow and other bright colors in the background. Even the 59s had a circle photograph of the player against a bright background. Here was the first year where they went with a lot of color. I actually liken it to what you see with Stadium Club today. The focus of the card is great photography. And then another thing unique about the 61 year is the absent logos. Team logos were away because that was the year of league expansion. So that was actually a strategy by Topps to make the cards more everlasting, even if players moved around on rosters because no one knew how the expansion would shake out. So what you came up with was a 61 design that actually became iconic and really drove the design of Topps for the next decade or so. So this is the set I'm going to be building. There's a little over 550 cards in the set, so really looking forward to it. So what I thought I'd do today is go through the cards I had already accumulated off of ones that caught my eye. I'm a Cubs fan, so obviously Ron Santo is a must. But I'm going to start there, just walk through the ones I've already collected, and then walk through the ones I acquired today. And anytime I make some significant finds as I start building this set, I'll update here, I'll update on Facebook, in the page, in the group, as well as on Instagram. Should be really fun. It's not going to be a perfect set. Doing this on a budget, so most of the cards are going to be in good to very good condition, a couple of excellent and near mints, but we'll see how it shakes out. So if anyone has any leads on budget-friendly 1961 Topps cards, reach out to me. But here we go. So the first card here is a Ron Santo. This is essentially his rookie card. It's the first Topps card that Ron Santo had. Beautiful card. I like how well centered this is. Growing up, I was a huge Santo fan, huge Cubs fan. So this is the Ron Santo 1961. Really love that one. Another one I picked up late last week, Harmon Killebrew, Minnesota Twins, 1961. The damage there is on the sleeve here. One thing I will do is ensure as I build this set, they all go into good hard sleeves. But here is a Harmon Killebrew, won MVP in 69, Minnesota Twins. Living in the St. Louis area, this is a must. Bob Gibson here. Really like the photography on this card. 1961 Bob Gibson. And this one is in very good shape, pretty well centered. It's a little off center, skewed to the right, skewed to the bottom as well, but very beautiful card there for Bob Gibson. This here is actually the first card I picked up out of the 1961 set. It is a 61 Ernie Banks, shortstop for the Cubs. Ernie Banks here. In really good condition. Again, a little off center. Centering was very tough on some of these cards. This one, again, a little down, a little to the right, but a beautiful Banks card. Next one up here is another one in very good condition. Probably one of the ones that's centered best out of the 61s I have so far. The legend Hank Aaron in a 1961 Topps. And then here is one of the mini inserts from the 61 set, a Mickey Mantle commemorating his MVP years in 56 and 57. The Mick right here. I actually picked this one up at the same time that I picked up this next card here, Ernie Banks, also an MVP one, as well as a Willie Mays. It was actually about 2 or 3 days after I actually sold the Willie Mays card to a Willie Mays fan that I was like, you know what, I'm going to build this set. And of course, I get rid of one of the cards that's a little tougher to find in good condition. Mine was in decent condition. It did have a crease right on one of the corners, but I really regret selling that card to that fan. Wish I had it back. And the one thing I want to call about this Ernie Banks card is it is in a Beckett Shield. That is because it is on its way to Hybrid Grading Authority. It's going to come back with a custom label, and we'll see how it grades. I don't expect anything great. I can tell the corners all have minor issues. Centering's pretty good. Can't really tell if there's anything wrong with the surface, but not expecting a great grade. But as one of my favorite players, I do want to ensure it gets slabbed and protected. Another card not pictured is an Al Kaline. It is the base card for Al Kaline Detroit Tigers in 61. That is already a HGA on a 10-day service for a custom label. So excited to get that one back as well here in the near future. And that one I'll open live here on the page. So that's what I started with when I decided I'm going to build this 61 set. And then today, quick trip to the card shop, got a couple more 61s. So we'll walk through that. And then going forward in the future, I'll just update the page here, update Facebook and Instagram. So you guys can follow along as I chronicle my build of a 1961 top set on a budget. So here's one I picked up today, a Roger Maris. This is not a rookie card, but it's one of the more sought after Roger Maris cards, at least according to folklore, mostly because it's the 61 tops in the year that he hit 61 home runs. I've actually never fact-checked that to see if it's true. That's just what I've heard, but it is number 2 in the set, Roger Maris here. Also picked up a Willie Mays here. Haven't moved it from the mag hard touch that it's in now. This one I've seen a lot of. I've passed on a lot because of the centering. This one I was able to see in person. I'm still not a fan of the centering. Might be one I update down the road. But it seems to be very tough to find this Willie Mays card in the 61 set centered well on the front side. So I'll take what I can right now. But I think a good card to add to the set, critical for the set build. But this one I was comfortable getting because I was able to see it in person. This next one, a little tougher to get in the St. Louis area just because Stan is a legend here in St. Louis. But this one is a Stan Musial 61 tops, graded excellent to mint at a 6. It speaks for itself. It is in very good condition. Clearly, much better condition than most of the other ones. Couldn't pass it up though because it is in a slab. It's in really good condition. I think it'll be an excellent add to the set as I build it. Also picked up a Frank Robinson Cincinnati Reds 61 tops card. Centered pretty well. It's in pretty good condition. And on the back was labeled for the shop owner 61 MVP, but Frank Robinson also picked that one up today. Was able to get a high number, a Sporting News insert for Roger Maris. So was able to pick up the Maris base as well as the Sporting News insert. And then the final card I was able to pick up today, kind of a double win for me. It was another card to add to the set. Got a good price on it, a 1961 Duke Snider. But one thing I really like about it is the first SGC slab I've gotten. And it's one of the older slabs where they still went on the 100-point scale. So this is about equal to a PSA 6. But I was really interested just to see how this older slab was. I know SGC has a good reputation grading vintage. This card is in really, really good condition. The only issue I can find is a dinged corner right up here in the top. You can probably see it on camera there. But excited to get an SGC slab from the past, as well as another good budget-friendly card to add to my build of the 61 top set. So I've got some additional cards on the way. I'll be sure to open those live here and update as I chronicle my build here. as well as when the K-Line gets back from HGA, I'll unveil that here. And I'll also be sure to unveil what the custom label that Cam's whipping up for me on this Ernie Banks card when it comes back. That'll take, give or take, 6 weeks before I get it back. But excited to chronicle this as I go, and hope you guys follow along as I build the 1961 top set. I'll put links below so you can follow along on Facebook, Instagram, follow our page. I'll use the page to chronicle it, and you can jump in on breaks and trades and anything to do with sports cards and memorabilia along the way. Thanks, and have a great night.